Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And make sure you give me a follow. I'm on Spotify. I'm on BitChute. So make sure you check it out. Linktree in the description box. And before I get all up in this, like a bike with no seat, I got to give a big shout out, big up to my man Casey at First In Tactical. I appreciate the gift package you sent me, man. He sent me this cool lanyard that doubles as an attention getter, meaning you can wrap the lanyard around your hand and whack somebody over their forehead with a buckle. And the cool patches, man. And law enforcement, if you have anything to do with them or access to them, I am still taking patches from different law enforcement agencies around the country or the world. Be the first to send me an international police badge. I have not received any badges from law enforcement outside of these United States. So thank you very much, Casey, for what you do. Like I say, people, everybody is not built to run toward the screams. And that's his business, First In Tactical Equipment. They specialize in concealed carry holsters for the more compact stuff like your Glock 26s and things of that nature. But Casey, if you make one for a Glock 17, let me know. So I took another bullet for you guys last night. You may or may not have heard, and it sounds strange coming from me, especially being that I create content, but I hope you haven't heard of this shit, because if you haven't, you're luckier than me. But of course, the wokity-wokens, the wokians are not done yet. So Showtime has this show that just came out called Everything is Gonna Be All White. That's right, guys. Everything is gonna be all white. Now, we don't need to tell each other what would happen if somebody made a show called Everything is Gonna Be All Black, and they were talking about black folks the way they talk about white folks in this show, or insert group that is lower on the color chart or has more color than a sheet of office paper. Here, any group, you put them in there. If you talk about them the way they were talking about white people in this show, it is over. So why, like, when they do shit like this, I don't understand why people don't understand that is insulting. To let one group just take all the heat, take all the slings and arrows, don't give a shit, crap all over them. But then another group, you don't let any of that happen and you protect them like they're a child. That is insulting. That is dangerous, people. When will we be treated like everyone else? That is true equality with all of its faces. That's equality, being treated just like everyone else. Man, we can only dream, right? So I sat through the first episode of Everything's Gonna Be All White. Luckily, it's only one season. And you can imagine, well, here, let me tell you, and you can guess. Like my dad would say, I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. So what recent event, hold on, let me turn this down. It is cool today, but damn, it ain't that cold. So anyway, hold on, just the temp in the cockpit. So what recent event do you think that a show titled Everything is Gonna Be All White would show right off the bat? Of course, January 6th. Now, what I noticed, one of the many things I noticed about this stupid ass racist piece of fucking garbage, was that they weren't talking about white people in the sense that they were talking about like the corporations, the people own the corporations, you know, these faceless white people that sit in boardrooms and make decisions to destroy hospitals and put up a shopping mall. Like that kind of white person. The kind of white person that everybody can hate. No, they're talking about regular white people, everyday white folks, working class people, whatever, the same people you run into in your everyday life. Regular white people. Now that is racist. So of course, and I wish I really did have $1 for every time they said white person or white people. I'd be fucking rich. I'd be in a whole new tax bracket. So it's white people, white people, white people, white people, white people, white people. That shit was so fucking annoying. That entire series is one steaming pile of 100% organic dog shit. Side note, here's a quick story about dog shit. So we had neighbors that lived across the street from us, and they bred English Mastiffs. And if you don't know what that is, it's the dog from Sandlot. Them big ass dogs they have the blonde coat with the black muzzle. Huge. Their stud was like 225 pounds. The females are like 170. Huge. So they had all the kennels for the dogs lined up next to each other, and they were all concrete. And they had concrete, so it was easy to clean up the dog shit, because these dogs took shit so big that you didn't know if they took a shit or a bear snuck into their front yard and took a shit. Huge. So it was all concrete, so the kids, their job was to go out there with the water hose and spray all the dog shit down in the little gully they had there. They had like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a trench. And it would flow down about 100 yards away into the corner of this big meadow they had. And it was funny because where they washed all the dog shit down, the grass was like fucking 6 feet high. It was like the Amazon where all that dog shit was going. You talk about fertile. So anyway, this show is a big piece of racist dog shit. That's all it was pure unadulterated racism. Vitriol. It was garbage. It was just a bunch of people crying about being bitches and whining. White people, white people, white people. Well, if white people are so bad and they have such a hold on your life and you can't get their white boot off your neck, then get the fuck out of here. You're a dumbass to stay. If you're around people who are so evil and have such sway over your life, why are you still here? You know, that door into America swings both ways. You're free to leave. That shit was embarrassing. I wouldn't watch an episode of that show with a white person because I would be fucking ashamed. And then the very first person they had on there talking shit about white people looked like they were fucking half white. It's produced by Beyonce's mom, who looks like she's white. I want to know, man, if I get to a position where I can be in the room with famous people, I want to talk to the parents of some of these half-white sons of bitches who hate white people. How do they feel? How does it feel to you as a parent to see your child on there shitting on you? Shitting on 50% of their DNA. And the other parent where they get the color from. How does that make you feel to hear your child shit on your spouse? Shit on the person you created life with. And then throughout the show, they kept cutting. They had this little skit. I don't know. I guess they thought it was going to be funny. And believe me, I went into it not judging it. Hey, if shit was funny, I was going to laugh. If shit was true, then it was true. The footage they showed from January 6th, yes, it really happened. But did they do it because they're white? No. So they had this little skit that they would intercut throughout the episode, and it was this white guy, and he was an asshole, and he was saying, reparations, all this shit. The white person that they have their little liberal wet dreams to every night that make their pink lipstick dog dicks come out. This is what that guy was. So one of the skits, one of them was called White Jesus, and they're saying, there's no way geographically that Jesus had blonde hair and blue eyes. Look, stop beating that fucking dead horse. We all have Google in our pocket. We all know that if you come from the part of the world where Jesus came from, you're not going to look like, whoa, dude, let's go catch some waves, bro. We know that. That's the problem. The arguments are fucking weak and they're old. So this guy's sitting there, he gets all these black Jesus statues with Jesus on the cross, and he starts painting them all white. Jesus was white, white Jesus. It was just so fucking stupid. And it was just racism. It was 54 minutes of pure racism. If somebody said that about some colored folk, come on. Those bitches would be crying for a year straight. It was sad and it was embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. Oh, you know what I hate about white people? When they kill us. You have got to be the stupidest son of a bitch ever. Don't make me break out the numbers. You want to look at who kills black folks more than anybody else? Get out a mirror, you stupid asshole. This shit is dumb. You're not changing any policy. You're damn sure not changing any minds with this bullshit. You're not educating anyone. You're not blowing anybody's mind with your stupid little statistics. That shit was a waste. A waste of film, a waste of, I don't know if those people have like workman's comp for movie producers and cameramen and shit, but that was a waste. And the saddest part about it all is that was only the first episode. That was only the first one. And it was terrible. All that woke, sad Eeyore fucking, oh, I'm black in America. Oh, and a little rain cloud. You put your umbrella up and the lightning strikes that little umbrella and the rain just falls on your head and your hat's all soggy over your face. Oh, you guys go ahead. I'll just stay here and be black. Oh, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you standing here crying and complaining? Go. You know how big this world is? There's 195 other countries. Go. Go check them out. Move to one of them. Because you can't say both things at once. You can't say that America is this terrible country and it's racist, but you don't want to leave and you have 195 other options. That's dumb. Yes, waving means go, lady. That's what this means, right? It's universal. Anyway, so those two things can't be true at the same time. You can't say America's terrible and it's racist, but you don't want to leave. Why are you here? You ain't changing shit. How long you guys been crying like a bunch of bitches about something that doesn't exist anymore? Just the fact that you can get up there and say that. What do you think would happen, I don't know, 70 years ago? If a bunch of black folks and partially black folks got together and made a film like that? What do you think would happen? You think some major TV network would pick that shit up and show it? No. So just the fact that you're able to get together and espouse that bullshit without a bunch of people in white outfits coming to slap the shit out of you is something. Man, the things I do for this channel, I can't believe I sat through that bullshit. I don't know how many times I rolled my eyes. I know exactly what the inside of my eyelids look like because I looked at them 50 times in a row, rolling my damn eyes at the bullshit I was watching. White people, white people. White people, white people. White people. What did she say? They also had some other idiot they were intercutting. Africa, Africa, Africa. Africa is the beginning of life. Africa is the cradle of life. Well, then go check out the cradle. It's so great, and it spawned us all. Go. Huh? When's the last time one of these overpaid dummies moved to Africa? Go. What's stopping you? Will you start a GoFundMe? We can help donate money to help get you the fuck out of here? No problem. But none of them are going anywhere because they know this is the greatest country on earth. And they know it's the least racist country on earth. It's not a racist country. There are racist people in it. No shit. But this is not a racist country. That's why these dumb fucks won't leave. Go. Start your bullshit channel over there in Africa. But you won't. Why? Because Africa's fucked up and they'll probably rob and kill you. But you'd rather stay here and bitch about something you're never going to change instead of leaving. 400 years, right? You've been dealing with this for 400 years and you haven't left yet? So who's the dummy? Man, this shit. I'm not going to put a link in the description box to none of this nonsense. You want to watch this shit like I did? You want a single drop of blood to come out of your nose like it did for me? Go right ahead. But that is my official review for Everything Is Gonna Be All White. What the fuck is going on here? What have we done? Man, let me get over here with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.